Good morning, all. Welcome to the daily morning podcast of SBI Securities. Yesterday, what we saw was that market again scaled a new high, and BSC was up to the tune of 930 points, and Sensex settled at the levels of 70514 levels, whereas Nifty was up to the tune of 256 points, that is 1.23%, and ended at 21183 levels. And the rally was mainly led by rate sensitive sector as well as IT sector. So yesterday we saw Nifty IT surging by 3.5%. Nifty Realty Index was up to the tune of 3.9%, whereas Nifty Bank, Nifty Financial Services, Private Bank, Oil and Gas, all these sectors were up to the tune of 1%. In the broader market, the rally was broad based, and we saw Nifty Mid Cap 100 up to the tune of 1.3% and Nifty Small Cap 100 up by 0.85%. The showstopper yesterday were IT stocks, so we saw many leading names like Infosys, Tech Mahindra, Wipro, SCL Tech, all these stocks were up to the tune of 3 to 4%. And the reason being that with the dovish commentary coming from the US Fed governor, and with the rate cut expectation in calendar year 24, now the business outlook for the US banking sector has improved significantly, wherein what will happen that in case the rates are in a down cycle, then the US banks and financial industry will start generating extra profit from next year, especially second half, and that may lead to increase in allotment on IT spend, increase in discretionary spend on IT budget, and market is discounting that event ahead of the time, and that is leading to the rally in IT stocks. In addition to that, the rate cut is leading to an expectation that in India also we may see rate cut in calendar year 24, and to that extent rate sensitive sector again in India, that is banking, real estate, auto, entire consumption pack is likely to do well. Moving on to the market breadth. Market breadth yesterday was in favor of bulls with 2067 stocks scaling 52-week high against 1701 stock closing in rate in the trade yesterday. In terms of 52-week high, what we have seen is that yesterday 419 stocks were up to that scaling a new 52-week high, and 15 stocks were scaling 52-week low. So this clearly indicates that undercurrent in the market is pretty strong. And if you scan the list which is available on Bombay Stock Exchange, you will find that majority of the stocks which are scaling 52-week high are from public sector bank, rate sensitive like auto. So many stocks across the board, whether it is small cap, large cap, everywhere we are seeing a strong undercurrent. Overall, let us check what happened in the US market yesterday. So again, yesterday US markets were in green, wherein Dow Jones, which was up to the tune of 0.4%, and this is the first time Dow Jones has closed above 37,000 levels. Nasdaq was up to the tune of 0.2%, and S&P 500 up by 0.3%, and Russell 2000, which is the small cap index in US, was up to the tune of more than 2%. Dow Jones is already at a new life high, and Nasdaq and S&P 500 are at a touching distance of a lifetime high. And the rally was mainly led by the regional banks in US. So as we have discussed, that rate cut by the US Fed is fueling an expectation that calendar year 24 is likely to be the year where we may see a earning upgrade in the entire BFSI space in US, and that has led to the rally in the entire banking space, especially regional banks in the US market. 10-year bond yield dipped further to levels of 3.95% as compared to 4% day before yesterday. In addition to that, dollar continues to trade on a weaker note, and we have seen dollar index trading at 102 levels, hitting the lowest number since 10th of August. However, on the contrary, we have seen a commentary which has come from ECB as well as Bank of England, wherein they are expecting that the rate hike cycle is not yet over for Bank of England, and that has led to the euro hitting 2-week high against the US dollar. So overall, as we are recording this podcast, GIFT Nifty is indicating that we may open gap up to the tune of 50 to 80 points in the trade today. And during the day, since the market has been continuously moving up post the outcome of outcome of 5 state election in India. We may see some profit booking during the intraday trade. However, overall setup is positive from short to medium term perspective, and any deep is a buying opportunity who is waiting on sideline. So it's a buy on deep market, no need to worry. Some round of consolidation and profit booking will definitely come, but however we have to focus on slightly longer horizon, and if any dip is a good buying opportunity in cash portfolio. Moving on to the which are the key news which should be on our radar. So let us check. The first news is there is a lot of order which has come for railway wagon companies. So Jupiter Wagon has Jupiter Wagon and Techmo Rail has won a big order. So Jupiter Wagon got an order worth 1600 crore for supply of 4000 wagons, whereas Techmo Rail has won 1374 crore worth of order for supplying 3400 wagons to the Indian Ministry of Railway, and that's a positive development for both the company, and both these stocks are likely to react positively in the trade today. In addition to that, Genus Power won order LOI worth 1026 crore for advanced metering infrastructure for supply, installation and commissioning of a million smart prepaid meter. So again, that's the positive. If you remember, the stock has been consolidating since last few weeks after a massive rally during the last few months, and again post this order we may see up move in Genus Power and infrastructure. Another company which will remain under focus is Adani Enterprises. So Adani Defense and System Technology has seen that 44% stake has been picked by Israel-based Elbit System Limited, and post this stake sale, this company is likely to develop and manufacture various autonomous aerial technology and system for defense application. So that's positive for Adani Enterprises in medium to long term. Hero MotoCorp, the company has approved additional acquisition of 3% stake in Ather Energy for 140 crore. Ather Energy is the two-wheeler electric vehicle company, and gradually Hero MotoCorp is scaling stake in this company, looking at the healthy response to volume number of this company. So that's again positive for Hero MotoCorp in long term. Moving on to the next development, which is on Jammu and Kashmir Bank. So J&K Bank has successfully closed its QIP, raising 750 crore at an issue price of 108 per share. And that's the positive development. The entire capital will be used for growth, and the bank continue to be one of the cheapest bank as far as public sector banking space is concerned. So this stock can be on radar from medium to long term perspective. Exide Industries company has invested 100 crore in its unit Exide Energy Solution, and the total investment in this unit is to the tune of 1780 crore. Again, this stock looks good from a medium to long term perspective. Moving on to the next development, which is on Satin Credit Care. They have opened their QIP yesterday at rupees 243 per share price. Again, one of the cheap company as far as microfinance sector is concerned. What we feel is that post this successful completion of QIP, the stock may start moving up. Cochin Shipyard has set 10th January as an record date for split, and the stock split ratio is 1:2. So that stock will again remain under focus. Ami Organic, there is a big development over there. The company has inaugurated its new manufacturing plant at Ankleshwar, Gujarat, and they have signed a definitive agreement with Fermion to manufacture a couple of additional API in the next year. So this stock will again remain under focus today. Sterling and Wilson, a company owned by Reliance on the solar EPC front, they have received a settlement amount of 254 crore from Jinko Solar Company over an ongoing dispute. So flurry of news, positive news coming from Sterling and Wilson, launch of QIP and multiple settlement. This stock will again remain under focus. Moving on to IPO offering, today is the last day for DOMS Industry and India Shelter Finance. We have recommended to subscribe for both these IPO. The detailed note is available on SBI Securities website as well as on Telegram channel. Again, yesterday one more IPO has opened, which is of Inox India. Again, Inox India one of the cryogenic tank manufacturer, coming at a decent valuation. On day one, the issue was fully subscribed, and we recommend investor to subscribe to this IPO too. Moving on to the bulk and block deal. So yesterday we saw Fusion Microfinance bulk deal, where we have seen Warburg Pincus exiting and many marquee fund entering the company. What we feel is that post this deal, now the overhang of stake sale is over and the stock will start participating in the rally. Onward Technologies, similarly, we have seen many marquee fund, White Oak Mutual Fund entering in this stock, Ashoka India Equity Fund, and again this stock can be on radar. Then Technologies, again this company is under our coverage, where we have seen that Tata Life Insurance has bought 20 lakh share and some individual investors have sold all this share. Again positive for Zen Technology. We are very positive on the prospect of growth prospect of this company. The detailed report is available on our website. Senco Gold, again we have a buy recommendation on the company. Yesterday we saw Oman India exiting a minor stake in the company through open market. However, what we feel is that we have to keep in mind that PE fund has got their investment horizon. So after a certain duration, they need to book the profit or close the fund. Hence, that is the reason we may see exit from private equities. We are seeing an exit of private equities from many companies, but that doesn't mean all this selling is getting absorbed by the domestic mutual fund institutions and retail investors. And coming to Senco Gold, we are very positive on the long-term growth prospect of this company. This stock can be part of your long-term portfolio. Moving on to the insider trade, what we saw is that there is a hand change in by promoters of Kalyan Jewelers. Choice International, we are seeing buying from the promoter, and we have seen selling from the promoters of Thirumalai Chemical, Bharat Bijli, and Shalimar Paint. Overall, it's looked that the trade setup is positive as far as today's trade is concerned. A positive development from US rate sensitive sector have started participating in the rally. Dow Jones is at lifetime high. And coming back to India, crude oil is trading at $76 to the barrel. Yesterday crude was up by 4%, and the reason being that looking at a rate cut cycle, IEA has up their forecast for crude demand from 0.9 million barrel per day to 1.1 million barrel per day, and that has led to the minor spurt in the crude oil prices. However, nothing alarming. The overall setup is positive as far as Indian equity markets are concerned. What we feel is that in short term, all the companies related to stock market, whether it is the brokers, whether it is stock exchanges, whether it is wealth manager, or whether it is the asset management company, this stock can rally in the short to medium term. Yesterday we have given a buy call on CAMS and K Fintech, which is an indirect play on growth story of mutual fund industry. Today we will see a block deal in K Fintech, wherein a Warburg Pincus is likely to exit, and we are expecting that all this share will be lapped up, and once this deal is over, we may see up move in K Fintech. So there has been a large underperformance by K Fintech as compared to the CAM, and we feel that this underperformance gap will close over the period of next few days. So K Fintech we have recommended in the trade yesterday only. In addition to that, buy on deep market, and one can look at rate sensitive sector like banking, real estate, auto, and in addition to that smart money or guys who have got a slightly longer horizon can look at IT sector. The reason being that with condition with profitability metrics improving for the US banking sector, BFSI sector, the seed is expecting that going for the next calendar year, we may see enhanced discretionary spend by BFSI sector on IT spend, and all the large cap companies like Infosys, TCS, they have got a significant exposure to the BFSI sector in US and Europe. So that may lead to the front loading of the frontline IT companies in the portfolio. That's all for the day. Have a good day.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.